All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Stanley 85486 USA made. I don't know when Stanley quit making tools in USA, but it's a 1/2-inch drive, no thumb release, but it does have the thumb wheel on it. It's clanky, it's loud. It needs to be cleaned, needs to be oiled. I might give it a light polish. I don't have a whole lot of time. My wife wants me to put some fajita meat and stuff on the grill, so I'm trying to do this before I have to go cook dinner. These are normally pretty simple. I've done quite a few of this style, not necessarily Stanley. Yeah. So I have as a ball bearing, it's high. If you look down there, there's a ball bearing there high. If you look there, there's a ball bearing low. So to get this to, I'll have to use 2 small flat tip screwdrivers. And then turn this just a little bit. I should be able to pull this out. Well, nope, I didn't. Push that in. Push that ball bearing in. Now, come here. Why doesn't it want to turn? There. I released it. I didn't mean to. Okay, I may not get this done today. I was going to try to get this done today and make a quick video, but sometimes it just doesn't go the way you want. All right. Now, let's try this again. Let's push that in. Oops, that didn't go. Push that in. But it needs a third hand. I think I released the bottom one already. Let's see if I can grab this way. Why are you such in a bind? Push in, push in, released. I wonder if I can get it to turn just a little bit. Got it, it turned. Now, can I pull it straight out? Yes. I'll show you what I'm talking about in just a second. I don't want the spring and the bearings to go flying out on me. See, I got pin, a high and low pin. And what I did is I turned it to where it's on that shoulder right there. I pushed the pins in, turned it to that point, and then pulled it out. I hope see how the pins are like that? I was compressing each pin and then turned it to this shoulder right here. There's a shoulder on either side. See where my thumb is? That shoulder right there and that shoulder there. And then you can pull it out. And underneath each one of these pins is a spring, so you don't want to lose. Then these pins hold the paws. There's a steel pin there and a steel pin there. Normally what I do is take a magnet and wiggle. Usually, see, pin comes out. Pin comes out, paw falls out. See? You do not have to disassemble it this far. I mean, you could have left it in one package and just cleaned it with carb cleaner or some type of cleaner and you'd been just fine. I prefer to take them completely apart, clean them, polish the insides, making them really, really smooth. I want them to be in a really, really good smooth. Every surface I want clean and smooth, so that way when I put it back together, it works flawlessly. Probably in some respects, some of them probably work better than factory because I'm sure some of them may have material or something left in them from factory where they didn't clean them properly. See, you can clean that metal up and smooth it off with some 2000 grit and it'll be very, very nice tool. Very smooth. And some of this stuff, like a ratchet like this, it'll last your lifetime easily. You don't ever need to, you know, a person can buy 2 ratchets like that and last them all their life. Especially a good old one like this. And before someone says, I'm gonna buy a Snap-on, Snap-on has the identical same design. Proto has the same design. J.H. Williams, it's the same thing. And for those of you who think you buy your steel from different, no. The steel quality is steel quality. Buy the cheapest ones. Somebody always thinks they've got the best because it has a name on it. A lot of times the name doesn't mean a lot. Oh yeah, teeth on this are excellent. Yeah, this is going to be a good tool. And the pin, these little pins right here, ride on the back side right here. You can see the marking where it was riding on that. Just take a Dremel and just clean that, smooth it, or flip it upside down. Use the other side. These are reversible, so it doesn't matter. You can work it either way. And you can see the teeth on this one. No damage, no wear actually. Doesn't even look like there's wear marks. Maybe a little bit of wear mark on the high side where it's kind of shiny right there. That might be the only thing that I can see. And that's with my naked eye without even putting it under the magnifying glass. All right, let me finish cleaning this up. Be back. Okay, got 1000 grit fiber wheel here. I'll leave a link to the description for it, but I'm just going to lightly polish. any mating surfaces. You don't have to do this. You could just clean it off and put it back together. But I want everything nice and smooth and clean. That's where it was hitting the outside surfaces. You don't have to do this side. I'm just doing it because I'm here cleaning everything off. I'm worried about is right here where the ball bearing rides and where these run along on the inside of the housing. See, the mark's almost gone. You still see a little bit in there. I'm going, the surfaces where these paw ride on, I'm just going lightly over it. Can't get all the way back in there, but I'll get what I can. Doesn't take much. Probably should do a little more on that, but I forgot to clean the inside of this up. Oh, and be careful, don't lose your ball bearing in your springs. Put them on a magnet or something. I'm trying to do this quick. Oh yeah, it's actually a really good wrench. I think I got like $2 in this wrench, I think. Something like that, maybe not even that much. I'm using carburetor cleaner, that's what I clean with. Some of you new guys, I use carburetor cleaner on everything. Some people don't like it because I get it on my hands. Yeah, I'm gonna die of something, might as well die of carburetor cleaner. I like the smell of it, I'll use it, I don't mind it. Oh yeah, look at the teeth. Very, very good condition. I don't even see a wear spot hardly. I'm trying to focus. No, very good condition. Yep, this is gonna be a nice wrench. No, hardly any wear on it. Good shape. Let me get some grease. We'll put this together. Okay, let's see here. I don't know how close I can't tell how close is close, so I'm sorry. This rides on top of the body. The spring goes in there, so I've already cleaned that. So what I need to do before I go any further, put a little bit of grease in the hole. Don't need much. And then I'm going to grease this bottom, this top. Some of this grease here, I got too much down in there. Just where metal to metal, where it's going to ride, the paws ride on the inside. Okay, doesn't matter, I guess I've cleaned them both. You just slip the paw in there. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll drop a little grease down in there. Too much, actually. Take this pin, line up the paw right there, drop it in. Oops, dummy. Put that right there, kind of line up the hole, and then I guess you could drop this either way, but I can see where it's been snapped off at the factory when the production. There, that's it, see? Now, this part, real simple too. You got a high and a low. See, well, I guess that's the high, that's the low. All I'm going to do is put a little bit of grease in it. Really doesn't need it, but I'm putting it in there. Put the pin in, put the pin and spring in, like right there, see? Now, the only thing I am going to do is inside the body right here, I'm going to slather a little grease. Now this is real simple. In between the paws there's a shoulder right here. In between the paws on this side, 180 degrees is a shoulder. I'm going to line those pins up with that shoulder. See? I'm trying to show you and do this at the same time. What you're going to do is take a little screwdriver, flat tip, got debris on it, so you guys can see. Just push that pin down. And then push. It'll go in. This spring's tough. Now, just push down. Now you go on the other side. Push it down. See? Push it all the way home, and then set it. Here, I'll turn it. You'll hear it. You might see see? That's it. And then you can turn it left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Now, easy part. I'm going to grease this ring gear. I think this 60 tooth is probably what it is. It looks like 60 tooth. I'm not counting the teeth. I don't care. Pretty sure it is 60 tooth. Something like this would take a lot of torque. A lot of torque. With the gear as big as it is, the teeth as big as it is. And you can pack this thing full of grease if you want. I don't like grease oozing out of the head, so the word Stanley and the selector switch, top side. Now on this, you may have to push both paws at the same time over a little bit for it to slide in. Then, how much grease is up here? Wait a second, before I go any further, I took it apart just lather a little, just a light lube on the top there because it's going to ride on this housing. There again, push back in a little bit, drop it in. I'm wiping the excess grease off. Now, real simple. I cleaned this already. I use my fingernails. Check that out. Now, I'm gonna wipe the excess. There is some excess grease on the outside here. Listen. A lot quieter. Yeah, like it. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna throw a light polish on it real quick. Be right back. Alright guys, short on time, so I didn't do a really good polish job. I just lightly covered it. Now I'm going to put some mother's wax on it. The wax helps clean some of the polishing compound off, plus gives it a little added protection. I clean wax almost all my tools. For those of you that ask, I work in a facility where tools have to be cleaned. It's some of the areas I work, it's sterile environment, so that's just the way it is. All right. Nothing fancy. Good used tool. I think I got less than $2 in it, like $1.50, $2. We'll say $2. Those of you that find these good old tools, junk tools like this, and it's dry or stiff, there you go. I took it apart, probably less than 30 minutes. Cleaned it. It's not the perfect polish. You can obviously see there's still, but looks good. Sounds really good. It has a lot of motion to it. I thought I had a, I do have a Craftsman on here. Yes, I like it. American made, Stanley. 85-486 USA. And this has got to be an older one. I'm not even going to bother oiling the detent on this one, doesn't need it. But I don't think Stanley makes tools in USA anymore, so must be probably from the 70s, or I mean 90s or 2000s, early 2000s. There you go. Nice, cheap, half-inch drive. Nothing super fancy. I like the thumb wheel. Some people do. It doesn't have a thumb release, which some people, they have to have. I like thumb releases, but I don't use a thumb release that often. That being said, when I do a job, I set out the ratchets that I need with the socket on each ratchet, so I don't have to pull the socket off. When your hands are dirty or oily, it's troublesome getting the socket off. That's what the thumb release is good for, but it wastes time. So I know I prepare ahead of time at what I'm working on, and I correspond my tools set out kind of like a scrub tech does in surgery. All right, guys, give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you think. Nothing super fancy, just a good old used tool that I picked up at an estate sale for $2 or less. And these tools are out there, ladies and gentlemen. Look for this stuff. There's good quality out there for a very, very reasonable price. You just need to know what you're looking for and take the time looking for it. And for those of you that are always in a hurry, go to them trucks, go to them box stores, buy that stuff. Leave this stuff for us that know good quality at a reasonable price. Give me thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you think. Subscribe if you like. Thanks, guys.